What's going on? Ellis in the building, and I represent Sensory Overload. And today, we're going to discuss 5 Louis Vuitton inspirations that cost less than one Louis Vuitton fragrance. These 5 fragrances have the accuracy, the performance, the appeal, and in my opinion, the price point that's worth checking out, getting your smell on, and seeing if you like them. I'm going to give you some of my opinions, a brief description, and we'll go from there. So sit back and relax. Let's have a conversation. With that being said, we're going to discuss the first fragrance. The first one that we have today is known as Cali Life. Cali Life by Dua Fragrances. This one here is a citrus fragrance with mandarin orange, pear, and Brett. And it's inspired by Louis Vuitton's California Dream. This here is a linear fragrance. When you smell it in the air, it smells very citrusy. You're going to get that orange. You're going to get some of that musk. I don't necessarily say I get the pear right away. I find this fragrance to be linear. It's not complex. It doesn't shift and smell different ways at different times of the day. It's kind of what you smell is what you get. This one here, if you used to get the Louis Vuitton version, retails at $236. All right. This right here is not necessarily my favorite fragrance from the Louis Vuitton line. However, I think this may smell better on a female than on a male. I think this is great for the summer, the warmer weather in general. You could definitely wear this if you're going to run errands, do things of that nature. It's a freshie. Like I said, it's high in the citrus aspect. But when you see the other ones I'm about to mention, you realize that this one doesn't compare with those. However, good fragrance. This right here, Cali Life, inspired by California Dream, Louis Vuitton. The second one that we have here, we got Chillin' by the Pacific. Chillin' by the Pacific. This is inspired by Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill that retails for $330. All right, this is an aromatic, fruity fragrance. You're going to get apricot. Yes, the apricot in here smells amazing. You're going to have citron. You're going to have dates in here. You're going to have May Rose in here. You got fig. These fragrances together, they work very, very well. This here is a banger. This one I recommend. This one is mass appealing. It's different. You're not smelling like anybody out there. You know what I mean? This right here, compliment magnet. Okay? It lasts long. This is a good one. This will last long. Yes. You get that apricot like right away. You do. But it smells good to me. I think that this is a good summer banger, warm weather, a good one for the gym. I know going to the gym is like, what? You wearing fragrances? I rather smell like cologne than smell like onions from a cheesesteak. You know what I mean? So this is a good one for that aspect. Like I said, the errands, the gym, the office. This could be a good Swiss Army knife if you just want a go-to fragrance. I think I have another one in the lineup that I would recommend for that aspect. However, this is something that you should get your nose on, whether the LV version or the Dua version. Get it. The scent profile is unique. It's very, very inviting. It has a sex appeal to it, and I do heavily recommend this one. Let's go to the next one. #Imagine. This is inspired by Imagination by Louis Vuitton. This fragrance here, okay, retails the LV version $330. This is going to be a citrus aromatic with bergamot, Sicilian orange. This has Chinese black tea. This here is smooth. This is the one this is probably my favorite Louis Vuitton fragrance right here. This is like, goes back and forth with 1 and 2. This here is definitely unisex, okay? It's a banger. I like this one. I wear this for all special occasions. You remember I was saying I have a video talking about this fragrance. And one thing that I mentioned was that fragrances sometimes is a time travel back to a memory. Lately, this has been my go-to fragrance for special moments in my life ever since I possessed this fragrance. This was my New Year's Eve fragrance, okay? I was flying in the mud, and I had to make sure that I smelled good and it matched how I felt inside. This is a confidence booster in the bottle. This is a great fragrance. And yeah, you get this from Dua when it's on sale, like that 30-something% sale, for like 40 bucks. It beats 330 retail. However, if you could get the LV version, I am not knocking the hustle. I respect it 100%. More so when I discuss these fragrances, I'm talking about the scent profile. You know what I mean? That's where it's at. Scent profile is really what I'm foot stomping because I want you to smell good. You know what I'm saying? I want you to feel good. So, with that being said, that one I highly recommend. That one is something that I've gifted, that I've just put anybody on that's willing to listen to me talk about fragrances and interested in smelling good. That's a recommendation I give them. This here is also its competitor for that #1 spot in my collection as far as scent profile and the compliment factor, because #imagine compliment monster. This right here, another beast. This here, Sunlight Lovers. This is inspired by Louis Vuitton Lovers, which retails for $465. $465 that retails for. This is a woody aromatic. This gets compared a lot to Santal 33 by Le Labo. When you spray it, you get that woody nuance. But this is a compliment monster. This is a beast. This one projects. This can fill up a room with just a few sprays. I tell people with this one, I like this for outdoor events. It smells good. You do get that woody nuance. This lasts long, but outdoor events. So, now, when I wore this, tailgating. That was like the perfect time to wear, because, you know, it was my 20th high school reunion. I know, like 20 years, like where the hell time goes. However, shout out to the class of '04, by the way, you know what I mean? But this here aromatic, you're just going to get wafts of it. The sillage is phenomenal. All right, I have a video comparing this to the original Louis Vuitton Lovers. If you didn't know, that was inspired and helped created by Pharrell. The dude, I'm happy. That enough? Yeah. Shout out to Virginia Beach too, by the way. You know what I mean? 757. But this right here smells dang near 85-90% accurate with the OG. I think this one is just a stronger projector. I think the OG is more smoother in opening. But however, when it comes down to the scent profile, the accuracy is there. And especially for a fraction of the price, and you can still get the longevity, you can easily get 10 hours off of this. I highly recommend you get your nose on this. Sunlight Lovers is something I go back and forth with my top 2 favorite duos. Favorite Louis Vuitton inspired duos. All right, this is something I highly recommend. Now we're gonna go to last but not least. The Meteor. The Meteor is inspired by. Almost lost my top there. Hang on now. You know what I mean? Hit with the drop top. By Meteor by Louis Vuitton, which retails for $465. All right, this is a citrus aromatic with bergamot, mandarin orange, Sicilian orange, pink pepper. It has a lot going on. This smells good. This is good. I've worn it a lot. This was one of my first inspired Louis Vuitton fragrances, okay? However, this one isn't my favorite. It's linear, meaning, like I said, kind of what you smell from the initial blast is what you're going to get throughout the experience. It doesn't really shift. However, this does last long. It does smell good. It's not as mass appealing as #imagine, Chilling by the Pacific, or Sunlight Lovers. But this isn't offensive, all right? I tend to like fragrances that are fresh, that are mass appealing, maybe more citrusy, maybe more soapy. I don't like things that's too challenging. However, I will experiment with those at different times. I wouldn't wear them in public. You know, I kind of wear those at different times just to see how I like it and to see if my nose is maturing, developing, things like that. But I found that I like good, aromatic, mass appealing fragrances, all right? So if that's something that you're interested in, then I recommend the Chilling by the Pacific, #imagine, Sunlight Lovers. With these fragrances, none of them is bad. None of them is bad at all. And the kicker, I got to experience 5 Louis Vuitton fragrances for cheaper than 1 bottle, you know? So that's why I kind of go about my fragrance journey the way I do. I want to get my nose on as many things as I can, but I'm not trying to break the bank for it. You feel me? I gotta do what I gotta do. So, with that being said, check those out. That's the Dual brand. I have the website in the description. I think it's worthwhile to, you know what I mean? If you want to get your foot in the game, see what's out there. There's more than the Dior Sauvages, the Bleu de Chanels, even though you cannot go wrong with those. It's kind of cool to see what these other fragrances are. The artistry of fragrances is pretty cool, man. It's pretty dope. It's cool to see how people get these notes and they put them together and they just make a masterpiece. So, with that being said, I hope you have a great fragrance journey. Hope you have a great new year. Shout out to 2025, man. You know, I hope the best for y'all. Real rap, because 2024 was amazing for me. I'm extremely grateful for that, and I just hope that this year just compounds on top of that, and I hope the same for you guys. So with that being said, smell your best and stay blessed. I'm gonna catch you next time. All right, peace.